tuned in to Angela, but I call her Yee. Way up.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy, B-Dot is here.
My name is B-Dot.
I'm back.
What would you say is your title? Are you a blogger?
I think music journalist fits the bill.
He hates being called a blogger. That's why I do that. Okay, music journalist.
Yes.
B-Dot is here with us today.
I missed you.
AKA Brian Millar. I just saw you.
I know. It feels like I just missed you.
But we were already talking about this behind the scenes, and I know we'll be talking about this today. This Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight that's going to be happening tonight. Everybody thinks it's because fights are usually on Saturdays, but this is different. It's on Netflix. It's tonight. So we'll give you some updates throughout the show.
Where are we watching it? You having a party?
I wasn't planning to.
Order some pizzas, man. I'm there.
Pizzas. Don't know if you do wings. But we do have Lynn Whitfield joining us today, and it's another legendary day. She has a movie that she's starring in, Albany Road, that is out today. So we'll talk about that. Y'all know I love me some Lynn Whitfield.
She had me shook in the thin line between love and hate.
Well, listen, a lot of guys learned their lesson from watching that movie. All right, well, let's start this show with some love and some positivity. Let's shine a light. It's Way Up.
I'ma shine. I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here, and music journalist B-Dot is here with me.
My name is B-Dot.
Thank you, Angela.
You're welcome. And I don't know if I've ever shined a light on her before, but even if I did, I got to do it again. My girl, Ida Rodriguez. I was with her yesterday, and it's a New York Comedy Festival. So she had a show and a taping of her podcast, Say What You Mean. I love her podcast.
What's it about?
So Say What You Mean is basically a way that if there's a time in your life that you wish you could say what you really meant at that time, what would you have said? So you know how things happen in life and you're like, man, I wish I would have said this, or I should have told them that. So it kind of focuses on that, but it's kind of healing to be able to say it now. I wish I would have said this.
What did you talk about?
Oh, I talked about a time when I was working for D'Angelo.
Okay.
And the guy who, well, I'll talk about it during About Last Night.
Right.
I'll tell you guys. And then Michael Che, she also interviewed Michael Che after me, and he is so funny.
From Saturday Night Live.
Yes. He was like, basically, I don't want to give away too much of her podcast because I want everybody to go and watch it. But he basically was like, I'm more on the other side. I wish I wouldn't have said that. And that's a fact. And I could see that. Yeah. He doesn't do a lot of podcasts. So he did her podcast. And when I tell you he was so funny, he kept talking about how trash Jenny is from Forrest Gump.
Oh, yes. I agree with him. She took advantage of Forrest. She was autistic.
That's what. Well, they never specified that, but we assume that,
we
right?
Assume.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, who do you guys want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150. Roger, who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on my wife, LaWanica Graham Woody.
Okay, LaWanica.
Today made 21 years we've been married today.
Oh, my gosh. Congratulations. Happy anniversary.
Thank you, Angela Yee.
What's the best part about being married to LaWanica?
Just knowing she got my back. You know, it's been rough. It get rough and it get good. So I try to make the good times outweigh the bad times.
All right. I feel that. And they do outweigh them. That's why you're so happy and in love.
Yep, that's right. Ain't nothing like black love.
Black love. All right. Well, thank you for calling it. Happy anniversary again.
Thanks, Angela Yee. We proud of you out here, all right? Keep doing your thing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You sound amazing. Thank you so much for calling. I needed that.
Thanks. I'm in Ohio.
That was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150. If you couldn't get through, leave a message for the last word. It's your show. When we come back, we have a Yeetie, and let's talk about this fight. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. We'll give you all of the updates of what's going to happen tonight. B-Dot's going to give you his predictions.
Yes.
I can't wait to hear this. He's already writing it down. He is a music journalist and a boxing journalist now today. All right, it's Way Up.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip, Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here, and music journalist B-Dot is here.
My name is B-Dot.
That's me.
And we were talking about this fight, Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. It's going down tonight.
Yes.
On Netflix.
I've been watching old Mike Tyson clips in preparation for tonight.
Have you watched the road towards this fight on Netflix also?
Yes, I've been watching here and there. But I like watching the old YouTube clips of him at press conferences.
Oh,
He's
he was
hilarious.
a wild boy. Well, he even spoke to Jazzy, little young Jazzy,
Yes.
13-year-old. I remember when she was like 7.
Yeah.
But anyway, she had some questions for him, and he did not hold back.
So after such a successful career, what type of legacy would you like to leave behind when it's all said and done?
Legacy doesn't mean nothing. That's just some word everybody grabbed onto. I'm just passing through. I'm going to die, and it's going to be over. We're dust. We're absolutely nothing.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. That is something that I have not heard before, someone say that as an answer.
I think Mike forgot he was talking to a kid.
No, he didn't. What would you have said if he said that to you as a journalist?
Well, I never heard that before.
That's what Jazzy said.
Jazzy held it down, man.
Yeah, she did. And she
True
was like,
pro.
thank you very much. All right. Well, this was going viral yesterday. Mike Tyson also slapped Jake Paul in the face. They were having their final stare down. Tyson weighed in at 233 pounds. Jake Paul weighed in at 220 pounds, which is a career high for him. And according to a source, ESPN... They told ESPN that Tyson reacted to Jake Paul purposefully stepping on his foot. All right, during that stare down, and Mike Tyson then got fed up and just slapped him.
Yeah.
A slap is disrespectful.
It is. 90s Mike Tyson is like 06 Gucci Man. It's very unstable.
Well, here's what Jake Paul had to say after that slap.
He's an angry little elf. Mike Tyson, I thought that was a cute slap, buddy, but tomorrow you're getting knocked out. I'm him up. He hits like a It's personal now. He must die.
Well, after
Oh my gosh.
after the fight,
That was
Mike's
dramatic.
gonna eat his children. So
And let's talk about the numbers though, because Mike Tyson, is getting $20 million. Jake Paul is getting $40 million.
we can get the effect on that
Some
one.
type of cash register?
Jeez.
$20 million. And do you feel like that's fair? Like that
I mean,
40 versus 20 million? I mean, they're both huge numbers.
Yeah.
But come on. Mike Tyson should get more than 20 million if Jake Paul's getting 40, no?
at least 39 for Mike, right?
All right. Well, anyway, Mike Tyson also has been doing a lot of press. And according to a new Interview magazine feature, he was talking to Rosie Perez. And during the end of their conversation, he said, hey, life isn't over yet. He's talking a lot about legacy.
Yeah, he is.
We're still fighting. We only make it out on the day of our death. There's no way I should really be talking to you right now here. All my friends are dead. They OD'd. They had AIDS. Me and my friend both had sex with this girl at the same time, and they both died of AIDS.
What?
I didn't catch AIDS. Raw, too.
Wow. Mike's lived a hell of a life.
I'm glad
man.
he didn't tell Jazzy that.
That's like scared straight.
Oh, my goodness. Well,
Damn.
Rosie Perez said, well, thank you for sharing that. No, she said, that's crazy. You have a spirit hovering over you.
That
So,
Mike Tyson biopic is going to be legendary whenever it drops.
He did that one-man show. I went to that. Remember when he
Yeah.
had that one-man show on Broadway? He definitely went to that.
Wow.
But yes, he's lived a life. All right, and Conan O'Brien is going to be hosting the 2025 Oscars.
Nice.
Emmy-winning comedian, writer, producer, and former late-night host. He's been tapped to host the 97th Oscars. Here's what he had to say with the announcement holding an Oscar.
This is incredible. I've been handed an Oscar. I'm an Oscar winner.
Host.
Oh, I'm hosting.
Yes.
I'm an Oscar host.
Exactly.
Do I still get to keep the Oscar?
No, you don't.
When is it? March 2nd.
I'm looking forward to that. He's a funny ginger.
He is funny. Is ginger offensive?
I hope not.
All right, I don't know if it is. I love ginger the way my stomach is. Anyway, that is your Yeetie. When we come back, we have About Last Night. That's where we discuss what we did last night. I had a good night last night.
Me too.
And we'll talk about it. It's way up.
So, about last night. Here's how it went down.
It's way up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy B-Dot's here.
My name's B-Dot.
That's me.
What'd you do last night?
Well, I did my weekly Instagram series.
Oh, I saw that.
Yes.
You were talking about classic albums.
Yeah, it's called Unlisted. I do it every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern. And this week I discussed best solo debut album.
But you didn't put Lauryn Hill on there.
Well, that's a neo soul album.
That is a hip-hop album.
It's a neo soul album. It has hip hop elements, but it has.
Who said that?
Me. I said it.
That is not. That's a hip-hop album.
Okay, that's true. But yeah, but it was fun. So I do it in conjunction with the stream on Instagram Live. So we try to come up with a definitive list.
What was your list?
Let's see. At number 10, I had College Dropout. Number 9, Only Built for Cuban Links. Number 8, TM 101. 7, Ready to Die. 6, Dark and Hell is Hot. 5, Get Rich or Die Trying. 4, Reasonable Doubt. 3, Omatic. 2, Doggy Style. Number 1, The Chronic.
Okay.
And Currency weighed in as well.
Well, okay. You know what's crazy? I know The Chronic is Dr. Dre's album. I never looked at it as a solo album.
Really?
Because there's so many people featured on it. It's not really him rapping, it's more like a production.
It's funny you say that because
side.
Currency came on the live and he said, "Nah, that's a compilation." I was like, "Nah, it's an album
I didn't look
song."
at it like Dr. Dre rapping on the album like that. I looked at it as a lot of death row artists on there.
Okay, that's fair, but it's still a solo debut. But that's what it is. Not listed every Thursday. What you do, Angela?
Well, and one thing I just want to say, I did love Jizz's Liquid Swords
Liquid
album.
Swords, yes.
It's a classic.
That is a classic.
Debut album, too.
I agree.
Okay. I'm glad we agree on
I agree.
something.
Look at that.
Woo, high five,
High
Beta.
five.
We agreed on something. Well, yesterday I was with my girl, Ada Rodriguez, and she was doing a live taping of her Say What You Mean podcast. So she interviewed me, and then after me, she did Michael Che. And when I tell you Michael Che is so funny, first of all, afterward, I said, thank you for putting him on after me, because I would have hated to follow Michael Che. But he is so funny, and we had a chance to get up there and just talk about things that we wish we would have said in the moment. I have so many times that I feel like I could have said something different.
Yep.
But I also am, I really am very like strategic about what I say and don't say. I always overthink my responses because I know when you say something, words last a long time and they have meaning and you can't take it back.
That's your Capricorn showing.
Right. So a lot of times I want to say things and I don't, but I say a lot of stuff in my head.
Yes.
Trust and believe. All
Definitely.
right. All right. Well, when we come back, tell us a secret. 800-292-5150 is the number. Any secret that you have, we want to hear it. We're not going to judge you.
I might a little bit.
No, we're not.
All right.
That's the whole point of it. We're not going to judge you. You're anonymous. 800-292-5150. Call us up. Tell us a secret. And listen, guys, this is not staged in any way. Y'all are crazy. All right? It's way up.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
Hey, it's way up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy, B-Dot's here.
My name is B-Dot.
Where else would I be?
Man, people got so many secrets.
So many.
Okay, and it's a Friday, so why not go into the weekend getting all these secrets out the way? We're anonymous when you guys call in, and we don't judge you. Anonymous caller, what's your secret?
Yes, and no one has never known this, but
Okay.
I did talk to twin brothers before, and they didn't know about it.
Ooh, twin brothers. How did they? They must not have been friends with each other if they both didn't know.
They stayed in different states, and so I dealt with one when I was 17, and then I dealt with the other like 2 years. And by the time the other one came down, the other one was in jail.
Did one live in New York and one in New Jersey or something?
Yeah, and you know what? It's funny. One was in New Jersey and one was in Florida.
Oh, okay. Well, you have a type, certainly.
Yeah, you know, they both look good. So, I mean.
Were they identical or fraternal twins?
Identical.
Wow. She got a type. I like how he looked. He's in jail. I'll take this. Which twin was you think more lit for you?
It was the second twin, the second time that dealt with the twin. He was the more lit one.
Could you tell them apart?
Yeah, you could tell them apart, but I mean, you would have to know them to tell them apart.
You didn't like switch up, mess up, and like call one the other name?
Oh, no, because you know how twins, they have like the similar names.
Was everything the same size, if you know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, Angela.
No, actually, the second one was bigger. That's probably why it was more fun.
Oh, wow. Who knew? The twin was like, man, you took all of that. Now I'm left with this.
Got to put myself up for adoption after that.
Was he the older one or the younger one?
He was the younger twin.
Oh, wow. So they left that for him. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. We got to do a study on this.
Oh, my gosh.
Hey, anonymous caller. What's good?
Hey.
You want to tell me and beat out a secret?
Please.
Yeah, my secret is I have a boyfriend that I've been with for about 7 years, and he's a good guy, but his is small, so I cheat on him once a month with my ex.
Ooh. Wow.
Scandalous.
Okay. Well, look, she has a schedule once a month.
You've been with her for 7 years, so why are you staying so long?
Because he's a great guy otherwise.
Yeah, he can't help that, you know?
You better go to the gas station and get one of those pills.
And there's nothing he could really do about it.
They say they can't.
So I can't follow him for it.
So your ex knows that he's just like the tune-up guy.
God.
Absolutely.
All right.
They say size doesn't matter. You guys have been lying to us.
I have a question, though. Being with a guy who's small, right? If he's with you in bed and he's like, is this the biggest you ever had? What do you say?
He knows it's not.
Oh, he knows.
My God.
Is he like apologetic?
No. But he knows that he's not like the biggest.
How do you know he knows? Like, what does he say?
Yo.
Oh, well, because there was a past where I cheated and the guy sent him a video, and so he knows.
Oh, wow.
Yo.
Savage. Okay.
Can you pass the bleach, please?
Well, thank you for calling in, for sharing with us. Okay.
Gosh.
Look, she just sometimes has to,
No.
experience
Other things?
satisfaction. All right. Well, again, it's a no judgment zone, B-Dot.
Oh my
Okay, so no
gosh.
bleach for you. That was Tell Us a Secret. And when we come back, we have your Yee tea. And let's talk about Shine. He has things to say about Diddy, and Diddy is not liking this. He's like, enough already. All right. Can't wait to get your opinion on this, B-Dot. It's way up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea. Come and get the tea.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here, and music journalist B-Dot is here.
My name is B-Dot.
That's me.
All right. Let's get into it. So, Shine has been talking about being a sacrificial lamb in Diddy's demonic plot. He's been doing a lot of interviews lately, and here he is with Stephen A. Smith discussing how he ended up being the fall guy for Diddy.
Was I the sacrificial lamb? Of course. Did I take the fall? Yes. There was no quid pro quo. There was not, listen, we're going to have $10 million waiting for you when you come out. I'll just do the right thing. I did that on my own.
All right. Well, Diddy's rep is now saying Mr. Combs categorically denies Mr. Barrios' allegations, including any suggestion that he orchestrated Mr. Barrow to take the fall or sacrificed him by directing witnesses to testify against him. These claims are unequivocally false.
See, I'm a Shine fan, but I have to call a spade a spade. It feels what he said is disingenuous because literally a year ago, he was on stage with Puff, and it seems like he used Puff's celebrity for his own benefit. So if he felt that way, why are you still on stage with him?
I mean, I think he has said he's forgiven
Right.
that. And he said, okay, and this back to Diddy spokesperson, Mr. Combs is acquitted of all charges related to the 1999 Club New York incident and has consistently maintained his innocence. He cannot accept or condone any characterization of his actions as demonic or malicious.
Right.
But that was always the rumor that he took the fall,
Right.
even back then.
But my thing is that if
And the
you're gonna,
woman did say that Puff shot her in the face.
Correct. But I'm just saying is that if you felt that way about Puff, why still? You could still forgive somebody, but I wouldn't necessarily work with you at that point.
Right. Well, he's got this documentary as well.
You don't say.
All right. Now, Suge Knight, in the meantime, sat down with Michael Franzese from Behind Bars and talked about Diddy grooming Justin Bieber and Usher. Now, he said a lot of things that I feel like are very explicit, and I also don't want to put it all the way out there, so I'll just give you a more PG version of what Suge is saying.
Not one person didn't know that Puffy was Usher. Not one person didn't know what the saddest thing in the world is what they did to Justin Bieber. They had sex with him. Everybody said what was done to Usher, done to Justin Bieber.
Come on, man.
He also said some things about Snoop,
Suge went from Death Row to Gossip Girl. I think he needs to focus on his 2051 release date. Come on, man.
I think right now he's trying to get his get back on everybody that, and he can say anything because people are like, why don't you sue him? For what?
Get back to your cell.
Yeah, like what are you going to get out of suing Suge Knight for him saying anything right now?
Right.
All right, and on a positive note, let's talk about Kodak Black. He was with Gillian Wallow, and they were trying to really help him out with, it seems like Kodak is always going through a lot.
Yeah.
He's been in and out of prison. He's also been struggling with his addiction and having appearances that make people feel concerned about him. But when people on social media weigh in, it's not usually helpful. All right, well, here is what Wallow had to say.
Look at me, man. You special. Don't ever doubt yourself. You got them babies counting on you. You got to be here. Live. These people want to laugh. They want to joke. They want to criticize. They don't know your pain. I don't know your pain. But I know one thing. Them babies counting on you. Don't hurt yourself, brother.
That sounds like an after-school special with the music playing, like a sitcom.
Well, he was really going hard, though. They were sitting outside, and Kodak seemed to be receiving this. I think it's easy to receive it, too, from somebody who's been through a lot.
Yeah.
Like he has, because it's one thing when somebody who ain't been through nothing tries to tell you something, but it's a whole nother situation when somebody who has experienced being in and out of prison and not wanting to go back and changing his life around, that person maybe will come at you from a different angle.
You might be a little bit more receptive to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, okay. I don't even know what that just said. But
That's okay.
All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. When we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They're flying under the radar, but we definitely feel like you need to know about them regardless. It's Way Up.
Listen to news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy B-Dot is here.
My name is B-Dot.
He is I.
You are him.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's get into these under the radar stories. Now, the average rate on a 30-year mortgage in the U.S. has slipped to 6.78%.
Nice.
But according to reports, they're talking about Donald Trump and his plans to lower tax rates, increase tariffs, reduce regulation. That could ultimately lead to a higher U.S. government debt and inflation, along with faster economic growth. And so they're saying mortgage rates should remain volatile this year. But by next year, they should hover around 6% in 2025. It's crazy because during the pandemic, they were like historically low. And even right before that, my mortgage rate is 3.25%.
Whoa.
I don't know if we'll see that again.
You got that in the 80s.
But no, it was during the pandemic.
Damn.
But what makes it really, and in the 80s, it was high.
Right.
You know, it's interesting because mortgage rates were so high when they dropped to the lowest in the threes, that was unheard of.
Right.
And so now we got kind of used to that. And now these numbers sound really, really high to us. But yeah, that's why a lot of people don't want to sell their house if they have a mortgage, because you don't want to get into another mortgage with a higher rate.
That's a fact, especially in New York.
All right, now U.S. obesity has reached a crisis point. A new study that looked into the epidemic predicted that 260 million Americans could be obese or overweight by 2050.
Fat people are back.
Obesity among U.S. adults and older teens has doubled in the last 3 decades, and being overweight and obese are among the fastest growing risk factors for early death. So while there is demand for weight loss drugs, and that has been increasing, they're not a silver bullet, and they're asking for more focus on prevention, starting with pregnancy and infant feeding practices, healthier school meals, and nutrition regulations. There's a lot of things we eat here in the United States that they don't eat in other countries that
That's
are
true.
banned. And so when you travel and you're like, why does this taste so good and fresh? It's because we eat anything here.
Right.
So yes, and I always felt like in school, we do need to monitor more of what kids are eating.
Them school lunches, man.
Remember them school lunches?
I don't want them.
All right, and the FBI says they stopped a possible terrorist attack in Houston. Anas Saeed, 28 years old, was charged with attempting to provide material support to ISIS. This man was carrying out a possible terrorist attack. They said any day we can publicly say that is a good day. He was charged last month with attempting to provide that, and they said he was arrested last week at the Houston apartment complex where he is alleged to have planned the attack. They accused him of bragging that he would commit a 9/11 style attack if he had the resources.
Wow.
All right, well, that is your Under the Radar. Now, we do have the Way Up mix at the top of the hour on a Friday. Also, man, I love this for us. Lynn Whitfield is going to be joining us. Her movie that she's starring in, Albany Road, is out today in AMC theaters. So make sure you go and support, because we need to make sure movies like this continue to be made, shown, supported, funded, all of the things. All right? It's Way Up.
Way up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way up.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. B-Dot's here.
My name is B-Dot.
I'm here.
Let's get into some Yee Tea. Now, you know TMZ has been doing this docuseries about the downfall of Diddy.
Yes.
Right, and Stevie J was interviewed on here, and he talks about his private in-person conversation with Diddy right after that hotel video where he was beating Cassie came out. Here's what he said.
I saw the video. I went and saw him in Miami, and we had a conversation. And I let him know how affected I was by that, and I didn't know that he had that in him to do that. I just know that he was in a dark place in his life, as he described to me. You know, he was just doing a lot of drugs, and it was just dark for him.
When you remember when you just introduced this, you said it was private. I think it should just remain private.
The conversation?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, everybody's doing interviews. You know what? Stevie J is probably going to be targeted in this too, though, because he was present. You know, he's with Diddy a lot.
Yeah.
So who knows behind the scenes how this is all going to play out, because there's a lot of different players. We told you about the attorney, Tony Busby, and how he's saying that anybody who was there and didn't prevent things from happening are also going to be held liable.
Oh, my gosh.
What? Were you there?
No, I wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
I
I
wasn't
was
there.
like,
that's
that's how it sounded. All right, and congratulations to NLE Choppa. Shout out to his mom, Angela. She posted 9 billion streams, over 25 platinum and gold plaques. Numbers don't lie, respect it. And here is the video of them just presenting this to him.
9 billion streams and over 25 gold and platinum records. You have surpassed all expectations and continue to amaze.
If you was a bad chick, you would stream him too, Angela?
Yep.
9 billion times.
And Big Boss Vet, congratulations to her. We're celebrating everybody right now. She got a gold record for her Pretty Girls Walk. And here is what she sounded like. They were actually, it looks like they were having like a dinner. They gave her plaque, and it was very exciting for her. Shout out to Big Boss Vet.
Hey, how you walk? Pretty girls. Hey, how they walk?
Her first joint, and it went gold.
She said, one down, many to come. Shout out God and my team. We went gold, baby.
All right.
Yes, indeed. In other good news, Gunna donated $200,000 to his hometown, South Fulton, Atlanta. So shout out to him. We love seeing good, positive things.
200,000.
Happening. And Soulja Boy, he was on with Kai Cenat. And people are definitely excited over the freestyle that he did. Even you said.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Can't be mad at it.
Gotta give
Soulja
credit
Boy.
where it's due.
All right, here it is.
Put up that Tesla on flexing. Again, be faking a wrestler. I drop brick like Tetris. I pull up on flexing. White bitch look like Carmen Electra. Pikachu yellow, that I'm stretch him. Pikachu yellow, that I'm stretch him. Pull up, you know that I'm popping. I drop the top on the Lambo popping.
Nice Carmen Electra reference, Soulja Boy.
And
Tell
this is
him.
a real freestyle. You know how people say they freestyling, but it's written.
Yeah.
It looked like he really was just, you know.
No, that was definitely written.
You think?
Absolutely.
Okay. Just trying to help here.
You don't have him come up here ranting on us.
All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And you know it's a New Music Friday, so this is very music focused. You love this.
I love it.
And there's a lot of new music out today.
Yep.
All right, so we'll talk about that. So get ready to figure out what you're going to be streaming over the weekend. It's way up.
Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
So you should know.
This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here, and my guy Beat Out is here. You ready to get some advice?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, 800-292-5150. Today's caller wants to remain anonymous. So, anonymous caller, what is your question for Ask Yee?
I am in love with a married woman.
Okay. How do you guys know each other?
We work together.
Oh. You got a work wife.
So her wife just thinks that she's going to work not knowing what's going on.
Absolutely.
You guys had a girls' night out yet?
Girls' night in.
Oh.
Okay, I like that. So what do you think is going to happen? Are you trying to get her to leave her wife, or is she just looking at you as just, you know, fun times?
It started off as a hookup, we thought. And then things progressed. We have not made a decision. I will never tell anybody to leave their significant other. I don't even do this type of thing. So for me to even be in this situation and calling here is such a huge thing for me that I am conflicted.
Let me ask you, what's the policy at your job, too, about, like, hooking up with somebody? Because you got to take all those things into consideration.
Right. Baby, this is the mecca of nepotism. But the fact is that everybody knows her wife.
Oh.
And knows her.
How long has she been married for?
About 3-4 years.
Is she having problems in her relationship at home? Is this why she stepped out, or is everything good at home and this is just what she was doing for no reason?
That part.
Oh, wow.
But I've never felt this way before by nobody before and all of the things. But literally, I cannot shake this.
And you know what is also going to be really difficult is if things don't work out, what's the plan at work? Because you know what also makes it difficult? You see her every day.
Yes, she said the same thing. If it doesn't work out, what does it look like?
Well, listen, I just don't want this to end badly for you because it feels like she has a pattern of doing things like this. She's in a relationship. It doesn't feel like she wants to leave her wife because they get along fine, right? Everybody at work knows this person. You're going to end up being the bad guy.
Oh, man.
I'm just being honest. Like, nobody wants to be the knowing side piece. It's one thing if you a side piece and didn't know. It's a whole nother thing if you know all the details and you still go along with it.
Angela, oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm being honest.
You being honest. You being honest.
And it's hard to take yourself out of a situation because I feel like it seems like you think this is your soulmate or something, and it's only been 4 months, and that is still the honeymoon phase.
Yeah, it's still early.
This is true.
So you don't know what you're going to feel like, and I would hate to see you risk all of this for something that's not going to go anywhere.
Fair. That's fair.
And sometimes when we're in something, a few months from now, you look back and be like, what the hell was I thinking? Because how are you going to feel if you catch her with somebody else or you're not the only person?
And that's my biggest fear. That's why I keep breaking up with her every day.
Every day.
Every other day.
Oh, you love some dysfunction, don't you, girl?
Only on work days, of course.
I'm a little bit toxic.
You loving it. You love this sneaking around at work, the little arguments, getting back together, the makeup sex.
That part.
All right. Well, listen. Think this is real life, the real world. This is your career also.
You also break up on a Zoom.
All right, well, that was Ask Ye, and when we come back, we have a legend joining us, and I love her. Like, this is just exciting to me. Lynn Whitfield's my friend.
She still looks great.
She looks amazing. I think she's single.
Hey.
All right, well, anyway, okay, look at us publicly.
Whoa, easy.
All right, when we come back, Lynn Whitfield is going to be here, and she'll be talking about the new movie that she's in that's out today, Albany Road. It's Way Up.
And I'm back.
We about to do this. One of the most famous women in radio. We're talking about Angela Yee. You're Way Up with Angela Yee. Please believe that.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. And look, my friend is in the building. Miss Lynn Whitfield is here. Welcome back.
Angela. Thank you for having me back. I mean, we're making this like a habit.
Oh, listen, I love this for me. Okay. But Albany Road, this movie is coming out today.
Yes.
And it's in AMC theaters, right?
Yes, select AMC theaters in many cities. I think we're on 130 screens across the country. So people just need to check and see which one we're in. They can prop their feet up, have a little cocktail or soda, and visit with us.
And this is definitely that type of movie. Now, it did win Best Feature Film at the Martha's Vineyard African American Film Festival, which is a huge deal. Yes. And I can see why.
You can. And we won other ones, too. We won about 4.
The Detroit Black Film Festival.
Yes.
The Oak Park Black Film Festival and the Golden Thumb Award at Ebert Fest.
Yes.
So, yes. I saw the comparisons, like it's a blend of Thelma and Louise, Terms of Endearment, a dash of Fargo. It also kind of reminded me of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles a little bit.
Yes.
If we know that movie where it's like you have to get somewhere, but now you're stuck driving with somebody in the car who maybe you didn't want to be stuck driving with.
So we are. So Renee Elise Goldsberry, we are stuck in the car together. She's an executive, very ambitious, going to make the presentation of her life.
I respect it.
She was. I know you do.
I respect it. We're going to get there.
Because you're my girl. You have a vision. That's how we have Way Up with Angela.
I'm gonna make it. I don't care.
Rain,
that's it. Sleet, snow.
Right. Exactly. So it's that kind of vision that she has for herself. But she ends up having to rent a car with a woman who is the mother of her ex-fiance, and the mother had something to do with the breakup. So they're stuck in a car together, and it's like funny. It is. It's like The Odd Couple is 2 women who really don't want to speak to each other, don't have much to say, don't really like each other, but need each other. And what happens and how that the journey of them gaining respect for each other and coming into a family situation, and girl, table scenes and families getting together for a family dinner, it can go up or down, right or left. But if people are feeling some kind of way, things come up and come out. So it's all of that stuff all at the same time.
Right now, I'm talking to the star of Albany Road, but just a star in real life. Lynn Whitfield is here. The movie is in theaters right now.
And what is impressive about this movie is that Michael Swanson and Christine Swanson paid for this movie themselves.
Whoa. We have to make sure we support this.
They financed the movie. They're distributing this movie in partnership with AMC Theaters, and they believe in their stories. And Christine Swanson is a woman. She raised her 4 kids, took 15 years off, and then came back directing television. And she's a writer and director. So, and the great thing is, this movie is just about interesting people who are black people.
They happen, yeah.
Who they want something, they have obstacles to something, and they find ways to get it. With themes of like, you know, we can't live in fear.
Lynn Whitfield is here. We have more with her when we come back, but make sure you guys check out Albany Road in theaters today. It's Way Up.
Body, listen. Yeah.
It's what you all been waiting for.
You're tapped in to Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and you know I love these conversations. I got my girl Lynn Whitfield in the building. There was that meme that would go around where it was like, I've never seen Lynn Whitfield not be like a...
Yeah. She may play a lot of things, but Lynn Whitfield never played broke. Yeah.
Never. And I was like, okay, not that you were broke in this at all by any means, but I was like, maybe, you know, looking at that meme.
It's not
like
a self-awareness. It's not an awareness of how you're presenting in space. Like... Lady Mae was,
right.
Or Brandy Webb was, or even Eve Baptiste and Eve's Bayou. I mean,
we just saw
Rosalind Baptiste. Yes,
we saw Debbie Morgan up here, and she was like, "I gotta go say hi" because she was here the same day as you, which was exciting to have both of you.
Yeah, oh, very exciting. Yeah, we didn't know when we did Eve's Bayou that we were making a classic. You know,
and think about it, like the two of you happen to be up here at the same time with projects. Like, you know how amazing that is to see this decades later. Like, here we are running into each other doing press. That's incredible.
Yeah, I love that, Angel. If God says the same, I can't imagine that I'll ever want to not be telling stories. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
To jump into other people's skin, other people's sensibility, other people's action. I can whip somebody's ass in a movie and not have any consequence.
Right, and then go to Magic City.
And and have nothing, and then, you know, reap the benefit of you know, my fandom, you know, and be forgiven for it all. I mean, it's so much fun. It's such a blessing to have a passion for something.
Right now, I'm talking to the star of Albany Road, but just a star in real life. Lynn Whitfield is here. The movie is in theaters right now, and I appreciate you so much for how you showed up when we did lip service, because I think the Lynn Whitfield story is it too. Like, that alone is a movie.
Yeah.
But, you know, for you to be open about like things in your life and talk about that and share that with the world, you know, people know who you are, they know your roles, but then who is Lynn Whitfield?
But in that environment, I felt, I don't know how, probably because
we had some wine
of you, and we had wine. Yeah, I had my sake. I asked for sake. Y'all had my sake.
Yes,
I did that. And I felt
need?
Comfortable, and I did not stop sipping the whole time. That was probably.
But, you know, we need that. And I love, and I think even in the spirit of sisterhood, to be able to sit down and talk to each other and love each other and tell stories and have a good time and share things.
And you know
about
what
life.
else? I think if I went through it, like the Indians say, if you sacrifice an animal, okay, but don't let anything be wasted. So sometimes I think if I can have it's not courage, it's something else, or lack of something to actually say, this is what I went through, it may help somebody else.
Right. It's raw honesty.
Yeah.
Miss Lynn Whitfield, I appreciate you so much. As always, congratulations on Albany Road. Honestly, like, y'all make sure you go check it out today in limited AMC theaters. We got to support this for all of the reasons that we just discussed. But if anything,
because you'll have a good time and be entertained.
You'll have a good time. You're going to laugh. You're going to cry. You're going to love everybody who's in your life just a little bit more.
I know. Like the tagline says, take the journey you didn't know you needed.
All right. Well, you can watch that full interview with Lynn Whitfield on my YouTube channel, Way Up with Yee. And when we come back, you guys have the last word.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? Is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. B-Dot was with me all day today and yesterday.
And you fed me too.
My name's B-Dot. Oh, man. And look, are you going back to Queens after this?
Yes, I am.
Well, there is a whole Queens story that's out right now.
Yes.
So tell us about this.
So last week, I'm hooked up with the homie Brad, who runs this page, Reminisce _. It's a little docu-series where he goes with native New Yorkers and you take him around the neighborhood. So I took him to mine, which is South Jamaica, Queens, and I showed him where I grew up on Liverpool Street. And we also went to the Coliseum block on Jamaica Avenue, on 165th Street.
Well, we have a little snippet of that. Here it is.
A lot of legendary things happened here. A lot of videos were shot here. LL Cool J shot his Shut 'Em Down video right here. Ice Cream by the Wu-Tang Clan, Raekwon. That was shot here right by Uncle Ralph McDaniels. Ja Rule's Murder for Life went down right here. It's crazy to see anytime I come down here and seeing it the way it is, because I remember how it used to be.
You know, it used to be a lot of people there. You used to go get your slice of pizza, your beef patty and cheese, talk to a girl, get your sneakers. But now it's just like a ghost town. So it breaks my heart a little bit.
Well, make sure you watch that full episode and check B Dot out so you can see where he's from, so you know not to ever go there.
Yes, it's on my Instagram handle, B.TM.
I think I'm going to do it too.
Yes.
I'm from Flatbush, baby. All right. Well, you guys have a safe weekend. We'll be watching this Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight tonight. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen. It's way up.
So I ain't gonna lie, every time I argue with my girl, shout out to Nati, I always feel like I had something I should have said to her, like, well, you ain't do the dishes last night. But, you know, relationships.
Hey, Angela Yee, I want to shine a light on my son, Trail. Today is his birthday, and I just want to say happy birthday to him. And also I want to say congratulations on making straight A's this entire year and finishing strong. And I appreciate you for being a great son. Have a great day and happy birthday.
It's showtime. Yeah, I'm about to tear it up. You tapped in and way up with Angela Yee.
I want it now,